All right, now we're gonna do an interior portion of your demonstration. This was pretty cool. You got reading lights under both sides. Some people say they can't read well with the blue light. Well, that's cool. You just press and hold the button and it'll change to white. Press and hold and it goes white. Storage, 110 volt outlets, 110 volt outlets plus a charging station. That's located on the passenger side of the bed. Underneath the bed, that's your TV. We put your TV mount on in here just like we did on the outside of your coach. So just hang it on, it clips down. Hooks up here and right here. Storage, closets, windows, shades. Bedroom pocket door, bathroom pocket door here. Lights off and on. Okay, let's hit the beep here. Let's go get you. Refrigerator in. Yeah, I turn the propane off. Okay, this is our bedroom air conditioner. It's pretty simple to use. You got fan, which is just bringing in fresh air. Low, high, cool, high. The thermostat works much as your thermostat in your home air conditioner works. I recommend to go to cool auto. That's where I would go with it. There's no heat. Kicks on right there. Now, this is in your ducts, so it'll run throughout your ducts and blow out here. It also assists with the ducts down below. But to get this area cooler faster, open up these little louvers and it will direct 90% of the air that this is putting out to right here to get it cold faster. Once you get this room good and cold, I would close these off. Let those two little vents take care of it. It'll be more than enough for this little bedroom. And off. Even though I shut it off, it's not going to shut off immediately. You got your delay. Again, our light. Walk into our hallway. All right, we're going to come into the bathroom area. Bathroom's pretty self-explanatory. We have a toilet with the flush and a dump valve. Slider door. Now, please make sure that when you get ready to travel, this door is shut this way. And it's like this. There's two reasons. One, you don't want it banging back and forth without it being secure. And two, you want to make sure this is in position so when the slide out comes in, it doesn't wind up breaking the door. Shower. Pretty simple shower latch made of rubber. You're probably thinking, well, how long does that rubber last? About 6 months. But don't worry, we carry a big supply of them. Don't use non-abrasive on it. I don't have a clue why they have a blue light in the shower. I have not figured that out yet, but it's on the wall switch. Under light by the vanity, top light. So blue, back light, front light. Like I said, hot and cold water, a little bitty skylight, no abrasive cleaners. When you're traveling, make sure you do this. If not, they'll just go back and forth, and it'll finally jump off track. Not a big deal. Just tell you what's going to happen. AC vent. You have a roof vent with a fan. Okay, toilet paper holder. Like I said, your generator prep, there's a generator start stop switch already in here for you. Air conditioning thermostat is the same type of thermostat you have in the bedroom with one exception. This one you can not only do fan and cool, but you also has your furnace. Okay, that would kick your furnace on throughout the unit. And it kicked on, we turn it off. Okay. This is your battery control center basically. You have 110 volt AC outlets or breakers just like you have at home. Nothing really big deal for you. You have 12 volt fuses. This will tell you what everything does. You also have reverse polarity fuses. These are for the guys that take the battery out in the winter time. They put them back in and they kind of forget which wire goes on what. If you reverse the wires, it'll blow the fuse instead of blowing up your circuit board. No maintenance to this. You might hear a little bit of a fan running back here in a heavy usage time. Wired for solar. Okay, this is your control center. This control center does most of the things our main monitor panel there will do. A lot of the younger people like doing the digital thing. Some of us old guys, we like doing the mechanical switches. But it's basically one and the same. Okay, we can take our awning, press awning. You only have one, so we'll go awning 1. We go extend. And Jack will show you there. There's your awning going in and out. And you can retract. You also have a mechanical switch on the other panel. There's your awning switch on that one. Now, we can also there we go. We can all do all our leveling from in here, just like outside when I showed you how to do it. You can auto hitch height, you can auto level, you can go manual mode. You can actually do more here than you need to. I do recommend when you start to run the levelers, make sure whoever's walking around inside the units take a seat. Because if you're trying to auto level, like we'd hit auto level now, your jacks would come down and the little computer brain would feel the coach moving and it would just try to fight itself, trying to take up the slack for all that movement. So you need to hit auto level, sit down for a while. About a minute and a half, 2 minutes is all it takes. Auto hitch height from in here. Right now you see how it's blue lights coming off and on? That's telling me I'm out of level on my left-hand side. That's not a doubt in my mind. Both our slide outs are out. So it's leaning a little bit more towards that side right now. Slide outs 1 and 2. You can extend them, retract them from here, or you can do the same thing with your mechanical switches when we get over to that panel. You can go either way with it. You can do lighting. Bed ceiling light on, exterior lights on. You can go on, off. You can go bedroom ceiling. Off. Go to living room ceiling. Off. On. All right, now go to this area here. Turn the light back on. All right, now this panel will do much that the digital panel will do, except you control your tanks here. You can see your battery is reading good all the way up. Freshwater tank is empty. Black water was the third. We're going to empty it before we leave. That's just clear, fresh water. Gray water is the third. We're going to empty it before we leave. Gray water 2 is at a third. Just showing you that we had no leaks outside and it will hold water. All your tanks, all your grays and blacks will start at empty. And as you use them, they will fill, light will come up accordingly. You have your exterior light, which is nothing more than the LED light strip under your awning. Water pump here. Electric water heater on and off. Gas water heater on and off. I caution you on the electric water heater. Make sure, absolutely sure, that there is water in that hot water tank before you turn that on. If you turn that on and there's no water in the tank, about 15 seconds and the heating element will burn up. It'll still work on gas, but your electric won't work. Normally those elements, only time they go out, 90% of the time, is when they've been dry fired, meaning no water in the system. Okay, slide outs in and out here, awning extended out here. You have ceiling, entryway, and you got ceiling dimmer. Okay, LP detector, storage, little bit of storage here, but your shower takes up most all that room. Dinette, it folds into a bed. You pull these up, force this down, and it sits on these blocks. Then you just move the cushions together like a jigsaw puzzle. Dinette pendant lights. Press and hold it. Tap it to come on. Press and hold. They get brighter. Press and hold. They'll get dimmer. Tap off. Your Furrion backup camera, that's going to go into the truck, and we'll give you part of that demo once we get up into the truck to do the virtual dev. So I'm going to take this right now and set it over here on the counter so I do not forget it. You got all your warranty paperwork. One set of keys for each of you. By set, I mean one. That's pretty nice to have to carry that. Fireplace remote, radio remote, TV remote. I will put these all back in this package, and I'll put the package in the sink for you, so when you get it home, you'll know where everything's at. Okay, we'll go to here. Kitchen sink, cutting board. That's a pretty cool feature. Stainless steel, nothing abrasive to clean it. Windows are pretty much windows, and lights are lights. Storage under the sink. 3 drawers. You got a spice drawer, little spice area there for spices. All storage, microwave, hood fan, hood light. Folds up, over, and sets up. You cannot fold it like some back in the old days. You'd pick it up and it would fold like that. If you try to fold it like this, you'll break the tempered glass. So it's just up like that. Cast iron burners. You got 3 plus your igniter. Turn the light on so you can see them. Looks kind of cool. You turn that to the bottom, you get the light, plus you get an oven light. Now, unlike the old days, you can light this oven with the igniter. You turn the oven to the flame, press and hold, and then start rotating this. Now, chances are it's not going to light fast because it's got a little bitty line it's got to get down through. So if you have to sit there, it doesn't light, hold it for a minute, try it a couple more times. It will light, it just takes it a little bit. You have a USB charging port. I don't have a clue why it's under the sink, but that's where it's at. Not a broiler, it's a drawer. But it looks nice. This drawer, this area is screwed off. That's because it's the back of your water heater. For travel, make sure we get her back down. And we have our knife holder. Dometic refrigerator. Pretty decent sized fridge. All the controls are here. It runs gas or electric. I just tell people, turn it on, press it to auto. Set your thermostat to where you want it. Auto will automatically look for electricity. If it does not find electricity, or if electricity goes off in the middle of the night, that's fine. It'll automatically kick over and start running on propane. The old time RVers, they only run on propane. So take it off auto and it'll kick over to gas. The newer refrigerators get just as cold, just as fast on electricity as they do gas. So if you're sitting there paying at a campground, by all means use their electricity. If you unhook this at your house and you start driving with it, if it's on auto, that's fine. It'll kick on to propane and run on propane while you're traveling. As with any other absorption refrigerator, they like to be level. And by level, I mean, if you feel comfortable walking in the unit, go ahead and run it. We just don't want you to sit in your driveway on a big incline or decline and run the refrigerator forever. That won't give the coolant solution a chance to circulate top to bottom and cool the refrigerator. How we can tell if you've been running off level is you'll bring it in, you'll say, hey Dave, freezer's ice cold. It's hotter than heck down in here. Well, that's because what's happened is it ran off level, either side to side or in the driveway, and as the coolant circulates, it'll get to a point and it'll stop. And that's why it's always cold and frozen up here and it's hot down here, because the coolant can't get any further because it's got a blockage. Okay. That's about all we have in the fridge. Now, I did tell you not to run it on the level, and you're probably thinking, well, what happens when I'm driving it? Well, nothing. Because you're driving it, it's always moving. It's not staying stationary. So you're always dipping, dumping, driving. So it's not going to do anything with that. It's just when you're constantly sitting in the driveway using it as a in-laws cabin for the weekend. If you're going to do that, make sure you level it as best as possible. Plenty of storage. Got your TV. You can pull it out, swivel it around. You have these two holders. Now, one thing I need you to see right here is that little green light. That's the power booster for the antenna. With that off, it goes off and on. If you got cable TV and you're running in here, you have to make sure you turn that off. You'll know when it's off because your reception will go away. When you're traveling, close it and put the little elastic keepers on it. This is stiff enough, it's probably not going to move around much anyway, but why take a chance? Okay, storage. This will play your DVDs. They also says you can put another DVD player in here or your satellite receiver in here. And it'll go, that way this wire here goes directly back to the TV. So if you're running satellite, you put your receiver here, plug this in, now you got HDMI signal from the satellite receiver. If you're in radio, off and on, you got 3 zones. Zone 1 is interior, zone 2 is interior, zone 3 is your exterior speakers. That way you can choose either or. That's your outside. You can hear it come from the outside. Your DVDs will play straight out of this, straight into the TV. Furnace, your remote controls the furnace. You can also hand touch it. You can change the colors. You can change the heat. You can put it on a timer. Pretty nice little setup. Have your theater seating. Set in it. Most people stick their remotes down in here. But pull the lever on each side. Seats will come up. Little pull handle. Now, you have a light underneath the seat. I don't have a clue why they want that have a light there. You have massage. You have heat. And you got your overhead lights. Use your feet, close it, and you're good. Sliding door, make sure when you're traveling to lock that door. because it is a big door. This is one, it'll just bang back and forth if you don't lock it and knock it off the track. And you got to come in to see me. Always locked. You step up. Our furnace is under here. No accident, nothing for you guys. Little secret storage area. You got your blue light. That's a good night light, because I know if I was sleeping up here, had one beer too many, I didn't have a way to see down there, I'd probably fall. But they got a blue light, up light. They got push button lights on each end of the bed. Pretty decent mattresses. Got some storage. You got some drawer space. AC vents. Smoke detector. That's about all there is to your unit, folks. They're pretty user friendly. If you have any questions after this, feel free to call myself or Jack. Be happy to walk you through it. If this doesn't do a good job for you, what you can do is once we get done with this virus, you can always bring it back in and we can get a walkthrough done on it. We don't want to leave you in the lurch, but we do want you to have your new unit. Thank you very much. We're going to go outside and do our hitch.